Hello everybody, this is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Emphasis on the .net. This is my logo, Phoenix Rampant, Phoenix Rising. And today we're here for August 31st, 2023, and tomorrow will be September 1st. Can you believe that? It's very difficult, actually, to realize how fast time is going. But yesterday, which would have been for today, I was inundated with people telling me that they're having a hard time with dealing with life. And today I had less people saying that, but the ones that did reach out, they too were dealing with life situations. What I can see from when I'm talking to the people is that they're letting go of the old energy, letting go of that which no longer serves. So what do you do with that? You either hold on to it, which is the wrong answer, or you release it. When you release it and let it go, you'll find that it comes through you. You acknowledge it. You say, you say, I no longer need you. You served me well, but I no longer need you, and you let it go. Is it going to work for everything? No, because some of it we actually do have hooks, or we still own some of that negativity. But the majority of the stuff we're dealing with doesn't belong to us. And how can you get rid of this? Well, if you've got a good imagination, or even if you don't have a good imagination, but you are willing to try, I would suggest that you take yourself up in your imagination through the crown chakra up to the fifth dimension. And when you're in the fifth dimension, feel all that stuff just trickle off of you, fall off of you. To me, it looks like molasses, black stout molasses. For other people, people who don't use molasses very much, they saw other images, and it would break off and disintegrate and go away, so they could breathe better. It doesn't matter what you see, as long as you see things leaving, and usually it's dark colored energy. Doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it's incompatible with the fifth dimension. And what's incompatible with the fifth dimension? A lot of things that we have taken for granted for eons of time, which are third dimensionally right, but fifth dimensionally wrong. And when some people say, well, we go through, nobody talks about the fourth. Well, I don't talk about the fourth because I don't want to stay there. The fourth is the place of dreams and entities. And entities can be good, they can be bad, or dark, rather than bad. Dreams can be good, they can be not so great, but it all depends on you, on what you attract, what you've chosen to let go of, what you've chosen to hold on to. And sometimes we hang on to stuff, and it might be something we've cleared, but we haven't cleared it out. So that would be part of what's coming up to be let go. Stuff that you've cleared but not got rid of. Social norms. What do you do with social norms? Question everything. That's just it. You simply question everything. Why? Because if you don't, you're never going to grow. You're never going to move outside of that little box. You're always going to be stuck in a belief system that may or may not be right for you. And yes, it is right for some people, and it's definitely not right for other people. It's a choice. What are you going to do? Make the choice. Don't own something that doesn't belong to you. That's what I'm saying. So when you go up to the fifth dimension, try not to go too high, because if you do, you go up to the height where you're comfortable. Don't go beyond that unless you've got somebody to help you, pull you back down, like a me. If you do, otherwise you want to, better safe than sorry. So you pull yourself out, you let the energy drip down you. You can feel it leaving. You will feel lighter. Then you come back, and you just come back to your body, because this is physicality. Physicality is going to go with us. Will it change? As our perceptions change, yes, our physical will change. But it will change in accordance to how you perceive things. So at this moment, it will appear to you as it appears to you. For instance, my cup. It's going to be here in the third or fourth, whichever we are at, and I suspect we're in the fourth, and it will be in the fifth. Will it look like this will it look the same in the fifth? I don't know. I've never taken my cup up with me into the fifth to have a look. But remember, everything has a consciousness, whether we agree with it or not. When you talk to a rock, you'll find that their sentences go like, yes, and I can. You talk to a tree, it's not much different. They're a little faster. Grass is much faster because it grows and dies quickly. But it's interesting. Try talking to them. And that's an aside, by the way. But it will open up your identity. It will open up your ability to comprehend and things like that. All right, 7 minutes. I've got very short time to tell you what tomorrow, 31st, is all about. So 3 minutes. So the first card is, it's a new form of joy we're moving into. It's because we're clearing up our old energy, and when we clear up our old energy, that means that what was known to us and understood by us has shifted and changed, and it becomes new to us again. And that is part of what we want. We want to stay in something that is forever new, because new, we pay attention, we're on top of it. We don't go, oh yeah, that's old hat, I know how to deal with that. We don't fall into that trap. But it also takes us to a place of the unknown, and this is the 7 of Cups, the unknown. And of course, this is the Ace of Cups. It takes us to the unknown, which sometimes we just have to trust in the universe that there's going to be a way out. I know, I listen to people talk, and I've been there myself. I do understand it. They don't know what's going on. They haven't got the patience to wait for it. But the universe hasn't provided, so whether you have the patience or not, you're still going to wait. So my advice is, take the time, be patient, know that there's a way out, accept that the universe will provide it when it is time. And Knight of Swords, be ready to change your mind at any given time, any situation, don't stay in a rut. Don't get that. Our minds go in channels. We think over and over the same thing, especially when we go to the night thinking. So never believe in the night thinking unless you're wide awake and you're doing other things. So our minds go in channels, and that's what we want to break away from. We don't want to listen to the old news. The old news of that the same old, right? We want something new and wonderful. And what do? We bring in the 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups is a lot of cup days, by the way. Have you noticed? The 2 of Cups is staying in balance with the masculine, the feminine, the positive, the negative, the yin, the yang. And it doesn't matter if it's 50-50, 70-30, 40-60, 35, 75, doesn't matter. No, it wouldn't be 75, it'd be 80, 35, it'd be 65, pardon me. Yeah, 75 would be 25, 75, right? Anyhow, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it creates a balance. When you're in a teeter-totter and one's heavier than the other, what do? The bigger person slides in so that there's a balance of the weight. So you can go right to the center and maintain balance and still have the little person at the end, and they don't flip-flop over and hurt themselves. You can look after everybody by being open to it. Okay, so what I'm going to say is, I got the 9 of Cups. Again, isn't that joyful? I love that. That means being on cloud 9, being happy, allow yourself to be happy, believe in magic, make a dream, or make a wish, which is a dream, right? Do it for yourself, even if it's to bless the whole world, but do it in joy and happiness, right? And remember, it's a good day, the 31st. Even with your dealing with situations, you're releasing, simply releasing. Namaste, namasko. I love you, and you I do love.